Hey everyone, this is the ToonamiGAF Podcast for April 29th, 2017. I'm your host, Greg Zeno. We have C. Kohler,
Hello.
and we also have B-Dubs.
Hello.
I'm just realizing now I forgot to put episode in the podcast title, but whatever. It's just podcast number 55. Fuck it.
Close enough.
I knew I was forgetting something. Anyway, so let's get right into Samurai Jack. In this episode of Samurai Jack, murder, 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 murder. T.
Yeah.
Murder, 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 murder. T.
Honestly, I liked sort of the difference between Ashi's scenes and Jack's scenes. You know, like he's figuring out inner peace again and working through his shit, while she is murdering Legion.
She's murdering basically the guys who came from Mordor.
Seriously.
We got cocky accents.
We're totally not useless. Except they are.
And then after she defeated who knows how many hundreds and hundreds of guys, guess who shows up?
It's Mom. Oh shit.
Oh, snaps.
Oh snap. And then, oh, she's dead, except probably not.
She'll probably be back.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Well, I don't know. How did she die? I forget.
Well, she got stabbed through the stomach with an arrow and then fell off a cliff, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen people survive worse.
That's even in this show.
Yeah.
Needed to be a spear for it to be really
For it to
certain.
hold.
Like, if it was a spear, yeah, probably dead. Arrow, nah, she's going to show up again at the worst time.
Oh, of course.
Or she'll show back up and just in time for Aku to be like, I don't know who the fuck you are, and laser beam her to death.
That would be the funniest thing ever. For her to be going on about the greatness of Aku while he's trying to fight Jack, and then he's like, shut up. And he's like, shut up, you're bothering me.
Yeah. Who are you?
You know, that's totally going to happen now.
I hope so.
It would be awesome.
The episode ended with the return of Classic Jack.
Oh,
Classic
yes.
Jack.
Except without the outlines around his eyes.
Clearly, this is a gigantic design issue that completely changes the look of Jack.
And a slightly thinner chin.
It's
Just
fine.
Slightly. Yes, no, it's completely fine. It's just hilarious that it's because of how stylized the animation is that, like, when you see it, you instantly think, like, oh, there's something weird about this. I wonder what it is. And then when you spot it, you're like, really? I noticed that, of all things?
One other thing we learned in this episode is that Aku had already destroyed the last time portal. So really, Jack technically can't even get home. All he can do now is defeat Aku.
Wonder if he got past the Guardian. The Guardian is the...
He might not know about that one.
I mean, I know. That's what I'm saying. And does Aku know how many time portals there are?
Well, he said as much.
Well, he said, that was the last time portal. Doesn't mean he's not wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I do like that. Oh, how many more episodes are there? Like 4?
3.
I think 5. Really, that few? I thought we were on episode 6.
That was episode... I don't know what episode that was, because it's like episode...
Yeah. I thought it was like 5
59.
or 6.
That was 7.
Seriously?
Yeah. So basically we are now into the final home stretch. I'm sure the next episode, without having seen, well, actually I don't know what the next episode will be, but the next few episodes are going to be all these other characters we saw are going to join up.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yep, that was episode 7. Anyway, so, rip goats.
Baby goats.
I'm so sad for them.
And I guess Rip, like, Jack's inner demons.
Yeah, they're gone too.
That evil version of himself that would show up, I guess that's gone now.
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
By filed teeth, Jack. Anyway, so that's about it for Samurai Jack. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Super episode 16. Vegeta becomes a student. Win over Whis.
This was hilarious.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My God, Ian Sinclair.
And the guy who does Vegeta.
Well, that's just Chris Sabat.
Yeah, Sabat. Killing it.
He is very good at comedy.
So Whis is like, hello, I represent the planet Steal Your Go. Steal Your Girl. Steal Your Girl. Shit.
Steal your girl.
We got it.
Yep. Vegeta's like, no, I can cook. And then he's just like, I have 17 eggs all over me.
It's really funny that Vegeta is doing this because I know that it's just comedy, but it's so like unbelievably out of character.
No, it's kind of not though. He really wants to train, and he really doesn't like it when people fuck with Bulma.
But he's the last person in the world I would expect to even attempt to cook, and that's the second time he's done it.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. This is basically his only chance to surpass Goku. You think he's going to let something like his pride stand in the way of that? I get
that is he will do anything to stop being salty. I get that.
Yes.
It's just that it's so over the top, but I like it. It's funny. And all those weird poses and faces he was making.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the best line in the episode, though, where it's like Bulma's talking to him, and he's like, yeah, sure, fine, babe.
Like, she can't be bothered. She's just like, yeah, okay, I'm used to it.
Like, he tries to point out all these amazing restaurants and like, yep, been there.
Done that. And how has he been there already?
Are you eating something?
No, I'm not.
Are you rubbing your mic?
No, I am not. I think someone else is.
It's not me.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Okay.
Well, then it must be Gary.
Damn you, Gary.
Nosferatu.
The episode also started out with a bunch of Dragon Ball flashbacks, and we got to see Krillin in his taco shirt get punched in the face.
Oh yeah, also Krillin is like, you know what would be a good idea? Ask God to punch me in the face.
Yeah. No one ever said Krillin was a genius. I mean, let's be real.
It ends exactly how you think it should end.
It really does.
Well,
and he doesn't even get a free power-up from it. That's the worst part.
Well, he's not a Saiyan, so...
Yeah, I know, but imagine if he was. He'd be the strongest guy in the universe by now.
And he was like, why did you do that? That was so stupid. And he's like, it seemed like a good idea in the moment. It's like, no, it never seemed like a good idea. That was a terrible idea at all times.
He must have been drunk.
When is Krillin not drunk? And then he has this, like, is this the episode with the weird fight scene with him in 18?
You're going to have to be more specific.
I don't think so. Anyway.
I don't think so.
That's probably a GIF I saw of, like, a recent episode.
Yeah, because we just had one where, like, a subbed episode where he was fighting 18 in the middle of, like, their yard. And the neighbors were like, domestic violence sure has come a long way.
I did like 18 was in this episode, and she's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Give me more 18.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, Vegeta did some stupid shit. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Z Kai.
All right.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, episode 115, The Nefarious Wizard Babidi and the Demon King Dabira's Trap. He spits on people.
And turns them to stone.
Also, bye, Gabito.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Dude, just like...
I honestly, I completely forgot he ate it this episode. I was like, oh, shit. But it doesn't really matter because, like, he lives in, like, Godland with King Kai and shit, so, you know, it don't really matter to him other than he can't come to Earth no more.
So is this demon guy supposed to be the devil?
Well, no, he's... I think the lore is... I was just talking about him in the super thread, but essentially he's the strongest demon in... There's, like, a demon realm. It's not hell, but it's, like, sort of like an alternate version of, you know, the universe they're in.
You mean Hiffle?
And he... No.
I'm
No,
just joking.
like, they have their own Hiffle, apparently. And their own Kais and all that shit. And he's apparently the king of all that. He's like the strongest dude there. But he's been missing for like 300 years, so who knows, maybe they got stronger since he left.
Okay. Well, all I know is that half the Z Fighters are now garden gnomes.
Hey, Krillin's doing better than he usually does by this point in the arc, you know? Like, normally he'd be straight up dead. Instead, he's just a garden gnome. They just got to kick a guy's ass to fix him.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's a win for him.
And how can this guy who looks vaguely like an alien xenomorph even remotely think he's going to win? He has Jobber written on his forehead.
He really does. I mean, even the main cast is like, yeah, no, this guy's gonna job to whoever fights him. Like, everyone wants to get their W in quickly before the big fighters show up.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I want to win this time. Let me get it. No, but, like, I just seriously think nobody has any idea how strong these guys are. I mean, like, the main cast.
Yeah, I can't. It's going to be funny to watch this guy fight him.
Because like, Supreme Kai...
It's going to be funny to watch him fight these guys for, like, 5 episodes.
Like, Supreme Kai, as it is like, freaking out. He's like, oh, these guys are so strong. He only gets the strongest dudes. And I'm like, he didn't get Vegeta. You know?
Well,
well, come on. Vegeta's at least above these schmucks.
no, I mean, not yet.
Well, yeah, not yet. Obviously. Like, he hadn't met Vegeta yet.
It's Vegeta.
It's only a matter of time.
Every time Supreme Kai is talking about how, like, the prideful will inevitably fall under his, like, smash cut to Vegeta.
Yeah.
They're not even trying to hide it. That's the best part. They're like, yeah, no, this is totally going to happen.
Like, Bobity's just like, you could probably be Goku, and Vegeta's like, sign me up! Let's go!
Anything to beat Goku.
And so, what else was in this? Oh, Spopovich blew up.
Yeah, no, he got murdered.
Bye, Spopovich.
Mm-hmm.
My only regret is that it wasn't
Videl who did him in.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Gohan.
Well, she's not in the series anymore, so.
Well, I mean, she's still there a little bit, but you know, like, she's completely outclassed at this point.
In the way that he said that, she is not in the series anymore. I mean, in the way that's intended, she is just a background character now.
Yeah.
So,
which really, really sucks, you know? Because
Yeah.
this entire tournament thing, it could have been cool. Yeah. But instead, we got to cut to this crap, and I'm like, come on. Like, I keep hoping Super will do like a reboot of this tournament, if only so we could be like, hey, let's actually do it this time and have everybody fight everybody as he was the strongest dude. They're never going to do it, are they?
Nope, never.
Never.
Videl will never matter again.
Well, I mean, she might. I mean, they're bringing Roshi and Tien Shinhan back. Come on.
So
But
they
they
can
were
die.
fighters before. I mean, I don't know. I think she has her character would have to go into a recession or reversion, and I don't think they're going to do that. I think she's now a housewife forever, unfortunately.
Yeah,
She'd
it
have to
kinda
not be
sucks.
pure human.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, on the bright side, Gohan's back.
Yeah, for how long?
Hey,
Gohan
he
is
look
back for Gohan is
he
back until he can job to the big bad of an arc to show how strong he is.
yeah, that's probably what they're setting up.
It's like, oh man, Gohan's amazing again. Gohan's got, oh my god, Gohan lost. We're all fucked.
Honestly, like looking at the spoilers, this seems like exactly what's happening in Super.
Of course it is.
All right, moving on.
Yep, let's talk about Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, episode 27. I'm home. In this episode, Aloy fucks up a Titan. Same voice actor and everything.
Yes. By the way, Sasha is amazing. And before she was just sort of amazing for the wrong reasons, like she was a funny character or kind of like a comedy relief character. In this episode, she became an amazing badass character.
In this episode, she MMAs the fuck out of a Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I was like not expecting it to be that awesome. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Like the one thing I like about Attack on Titan is on the first viewing, it's always awesome. You know, like first viewing, I never have any complaints about it because it's like always the unexpected thing happens. You can't really read into the future like, oh, this is going to happen or whatever. And it's always like it grabs you by the nuts. It's like, isn't this awesome? And you're like, yeah. And it's always the second viewing that gets me.
So this season's
was awesome.
been going strong because Aaron's not in it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point.
And so why is it that you think that the main character is more often than not the problem?
Because he's a little bitch.
No, I mean, just in general. It's always the main character. It's like Naruto, Kirito.
Well, no,
okay.
No, the problem in Naruto is Sasuke.
No, Naruto's a problem. He's a dummy.
Well, yeah, he's a dummy. But like, if you look at like the current arc, it's pretty good.
The problem is more like, why are the side characters always better?
Yeah, I think it's because they're not tied down to like the main plot.
I think it's because
they can, do their own thing.
When you're creating a main character, that character goes through like the fire of just every focus group imaginable. Like it's the main character. It better be this character better be as appealing as possible to as many people.
I mean, though. I mean, like, I kind of want to agree with you there, but here's the issue: is that Naruto, like, a good protagonist should be somebody who you relate to. Like, you should be able to be like in their shoes and be like, oh, okay, I would have done what they did.
I would have been king of the pirates.
No, I mean, like, not necessarily that, but you have to be able to identify sort of what's driving them forward and think, oh, that's not stupid.
Yeah.
Like, with Luffy, it's sort of like he's got the big dream, and you're like, okay, I have a big dream. It's not the same dream, but you get it. With Naruto, like, we sort of go into the problem of his relationship with Sasuke wasn't developed enough, so we're not buying that being his driving thing.
But I don't...
Like, it was...
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, it was better. Like, it was better when he had the big dream.
Yes, but and Luffy has a little bit of this problem too. But I think I like Luffy more is that they're dumb. Like, they just do things, and you're going, "Why did you do that? It's stupid."
I mean, literally, Luffy at some point, literally every single one of the 11 supernovas is going to be like, "Let's team up with Luffy," and then Luffy's going to make them do that face.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's hilarious, though.
But yeah, and in a comedy series, I'm okay with that. In a serious drama like Naruto, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's no good, right?
And also in this series, which is a serious drama, like Aaron, like his problem is he needs to tone it down. Somebody give this guy some Ritalin or something. He just is constantly yelling. It's like, chill out. In like the minute and a half he was in this episode, it was constant yelling.
Yeah, I think the problem with him is he's supposed to be written as this really driven character who's very single-minded in what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But there's there's a difference between quiet intensity, which I think would work better for this sort of character, and
Yes.
yelling all the time.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like when they were making the decision of which way this character should go, it was more toward the yelling all the time thing than the smoldering anger thing.
What if Aaron had the personality of Levi?
Exactly.
Levi.
If you switch those two, it would have been a better show.
But then we would have had a ridiculous Mary Sue main character.
I guess you're right. Then it starts to turn into SAO a little.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to make him a.
Why isn't Sasha the main character?
Yeah, that's
why isn't Jean the main character? Why isn't anybody but Aaron the main character? Is generally how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
And the answer is because they're too quirky.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that he does get better at some points, but I don't think it's this season. Like he does sort of chill out a little bit, but it takes way too long to get there.
Yeah. Also, rip Connie's house.
Yeah, no, that house is gone.
Yeah, what was the hell is so? That's a weird mystery they leave us with there. Something about a Titan that couldn't have gotten there because its legs were too small or something.
Well, I mean,
it crawled. Whatever.
I mean, tune in next week.
Yeah, I don't think it's as simple as it crawled. I think they're in something else.
There is a very specific thing with the Titans, and it's one of those reveals that makes you go, "Oh."
Okay, well, cool. I'm looking forward to it because I didn't immediately see what was weird about it, but I guess it's just something about the way it got there or something. So, look forward to next week to find out, I guess. But yeah, I hope I get the impression. I mean, even though this was an amazing Sasha episode, I do expect her to kind of be out of the picture at some point. So, because that's what happened before. She was not in for very much.
She had her day in the limelight in this episode, and so you're probably not going to see jack shit for the rest of the season.
I will say I was happy that she didn't die because I was expecting her to die, and the episode made you believe she was about to die.
Apparently, she was supposed to die.
Oh.
Apparently, she was originally going to die.
Yeah, but everybody liked her too much.
Yep.
Cool.
Anyway, let's talk about Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul, Episode 5, Scars. Oh man, these episode titles are great, aren't they?
They're really trying to cut you.
Whatever. I will say I am leaning towards this. J. Michael Tatum at least deserves a Best Voice Actor nomination.
What, as the French Hisoka guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best part of that series so far.
I'm going to sit in my massive library and say no in French. None.
He is the best part of the episode for the wrong reasons. Like we're laughing our asses off at how over the top his character is.
I mean, but that's the thing. This series needed some of that because it's so dark and it's so edgy and it makes you want to cut yourself. It's like, well, I mean, that's sort of the thing it is. It's like dark and edgy and it wants to be like, oh, look how they bleed. You know, like you know,
like the road makes you want to cut yourself. This is just dumb.
Yeah, it is just dumb. But
this is not depressing or sad in any way.
No, like it's so dumb it makes you want to cut yourself.
So in the end of last episode, he had just not been killed by Smo, and in this episode he's back in like the coffee house, and it's like, did we skip like an episode or a half?
I don't know.
We might have. I don't know. It skips around. I can't be bothered.
And so in this episode, we go back to whatever his name was from like the second episode.
Oh yeah, now he's a good guy. Don't we feel sorry for this wanton killer?
Yeah, the guy that tried to
kill. His girlfriend met him on the day her entire family died in a car accident.
And now she's unhealthily obsessed with him.
I said it in the thread. This show has absolutely zero subtlety at all. It has zero subtlety. Imagine the most edgiest edgelord thing you can think of, and they'll go, "Oh, we can do better than that."
It's just the subtlety. It's just that subtlety GIF, where it's like the flame background and subtlety.
Like, I used to say that about SAO, but now I'm like, no, this is taking the cake.
Yeah. Also, the only other thing I want to say is that, like, this main character is so bland. Like, he has got nothing going on as far as a character is concerned. Like, all he does is walk around going, "What's happening? I don't understand. I don't get what's going on." That's all he does.
I don't want to eat people.
I'm not a ghoul. I don't want to eat people. Yes, you're a ghoul. You have to eat people. Shut the hell up.
And wear this eye patch. It's a horrible eye patch. Can they not give him, like, at least a black one or something? It's got to be the one with the gauze on it.
Even Dead Man Wonderland, which was also an edgelordy show.
Yeah.
At least its protagonist eventually grew some balls and was like a badass.
No. I mean, like, what sort of helped Dead Man Wonderland was how spectacularly over the top it was. Like, it knew that it was being bullshitty and edgy and all that crap, and it was like, yeah, no, I'm a fucking rebel in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sort of like we said with JoJo, it's how it sort of leaned in, like JoJo leaned into the ridiculousness of it. You know, Dead Man Wonderland sort of leaned into, like, all the edge and stuff and sort of was like, yes, I will do these things for you. And, you know, like, it knew it was doing these things and it made it okay. This is sort of like, we're going to tell a serious story, but we're going to cram as much edgelord shit in there as possible.
Yeah, this is more pandering. It's like, look how much blood he can, you know, it just, I mean, it really does walk the line of being like, is this supposed to be a comedy? Because the way he was sniffing that handkerchief in this episode, it's like, how can you look at that and be like, oh, that's supposed to be a serious scene? Whatever. I will say, too, that the only thing I will say that, I mean, again, aside from, like, little moments, the show is kind of bad. I mean, it's not great. It's not good. It's not terrible. It's still in the mediocre to bad category for me. But there are little things that happen from time to time I kind of like. I mean, I like this idea of, like, oh, what's a ghoul-human relationship like? You know, that was... Yeah. Even though they did it...
It could be interesting, but they were like, no, we're going to make this girl unhealthily obsessed with him because of the timing they met.
Right. Like, the concept is a good idea, but the execution is bad.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, basically the synopsis of this show.
Well, I mean, not to, like, complain too much, but, like, I really feel like my problem with it is that it, like, there's no sort of, like, introspection going on here. Like, it's the sort of thing that doesn't really look at itself and say, yes, this is what I'm doing. I will acknowledge this is what I'm doing and, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I think the tone is just wrong.
Yeah. I mean, it's like JoJo will, like, wink at the screen a little bit, and One Piece will do, you know, like, Enel face will show up again and again because Oda knows we made it into a meme. I mean, even Naruto has sort of, like, the thing where it's like, oh, look how cool Sasuke is, but he's not really because, you know, he's stupid.
Well, I will say this about...
Like, we literally got... we literally did get done with Sasuke being like, I'm so awesome, only to find out, oh, he got played.
Yeah. As far as Tokyo Ghoul is concerned, I mean, I'm still not regretting watching it because
it's not there yet.
Going ridiculous, because then it's funny to watch and it's kind of entertaining in that way. It's still not Unicorn where I'm totally bored out of my mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Anyway, before we get to Unicorn, let's talk about Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter episode 49, Pursuit and Analysis. In this episode, everyone is kind of sitting at the table having water.
They're having Heineken.
Watching each other.
Like, how much did Heineken pay to get all this free advertising? I mean, like, That's all anyone drinks in this show. Like, it's very impressive. It's like how every anime, whenever they have a candy bar, it's a Snickers.
Well, and then there's like McDonald's.
Yeah, well, I mean, like McDonald's is like off-brand, but like they'll have actual Snickers.
Oh, well, see,
Like,
this is off-brand Heineken because it's in their
barely
language.
off. Yeah, it's
It's their
barely
logo, but it's
off-brand.
not in English. It's in their weird alien language.
Yeah, like it's barely off-brand though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they totally got like a check from Heineken. You know, they're like, "We got you, bro. We got you."
For half this, or for like the first half of this episode, I did not recognize that girl with her hair
Which
down.
Machi?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, who is this character? Totally
You
different.
recognize, Nobunaga with his hair down.
Nobunaga is the most generic of the Phantom Troop, right?
He's the guy with the sword. I mean, that's
Okay.
how you keep track of him.
All right. So, but I will say, great episode because that scene when they got caught at the end was super intense.
Like the way they did the stretching with the eyes the second they looked over, I'm like, you know, they took a long time just doing that.
Yeah, it's just like you just realize immediately how in trouble they are.
Yeah. And I mean, I was so impressed that they actually went to that length to animate the scene the way they did. Because, like, normally you don't see something like that outside of, like, a movie or whatever.
Yeah, it looked good. And then even the following moments after that where they're being interrogated. And, yeah, it's just pretty intense stuff. And it's funny because, you realize how strong these characters are, and yet they are so not strong compared to these other characters.
Yeah, like the Phantom Troop is on a completely different level. I mean, Killa has gone around basically murking everyone he's ever met. Meanwhile, these guys are like, "No, you're a little shit. I'm not bothered."
Imagine if there were two Hisokas sitting at that table.
And now they have, except now there's 4 of them.
Except now they're in the hall of. Now there's like 12. There's like 11 of them, and also actual Hisoka.
And you know they're screwed when their only hope of survival is Hisoka.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to learning more about the character named Crollo Lucifer, who I just laugh every time I hear his name.
Well, if I had to guess, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's the big bad guy.
Crollo Lucifer.
He's actually got a really cool power, though, so,
Yep. Anyway, want to talk about Mobile Suit Gundam for like 2 minutes?
If we have to.
Sure.
Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Episode 17, Nail Argama recaptured, whatever.
I legit.
I don't know.
And not lying, whatever. I fell asleep during this episode.
I honestly forgot what I watched, and I watched it.
I forgot too.
Do you guys have anything? I mean, like, I don't even know. I mean, I think I saw like the first 5
Gundam
minutes.
Unicorn. It's stupid space philosophy battles in space and shit.
Just ticking off the weeks now. Ticking off the weeks until we get a better show.
Yep, we've got like
4,
5 episodes left.
Oh, so close.
Oh boy. And we haven't even dealt with, Edgelord Gritty.
Oh boy.
He's still out there.
Mm-hmm. Want to talk about Naruto?
Yeah, sure. That was your Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn second.
It looked good, though.
Let's talk about Naruto. Naruto shipping in episode 156, Surpassing the Master. Okay, so C-Color, since you missed this episode on account of Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam Flonase or something.
Yeah, Valium. Mobile Suit Valium.
In this episode, Naruto is now really, really good at Sage Mode.
He
There is
practiced
your
a lot.
recap.
Well, I'm not too surprised, I guess. He is Naruto.
He is, in fact, so good at Sage Mode that he is visually better at it than Jiraiya, because he can do full Sage Mode and he's not froggy at all.
Yep.
The student
except around the
surpasses the
eyes.
master.
Well, yeah, but he also kind of had to, because the guy that killed Jiraiya is, he's got to kill him. So, story wise,
a normal person, and Naruto has a freaking 9 tails.
Yeah.
I always
that doesn't. Well, that doesn't really help him here, though. If anything, it makes it harder.
Really?
Apparently.
Okay.
Oh man, my allergies are acting up. It's bad right now.
That's why I closed the window.
It's not even that. It's not even about that.
Okay, there's also he was practicing something in the middle of the night. What could it be? A technique that could take down a mountain he chopped in half? Or like a big tree bud or whatever the hell it was.
I'm sure it's Rasengan again.
Yeah, there's totally not some technique that he couldn't use because he kept hurting himself that he's now trying to use now that he has extra healing powers. I couldn't possibly think of anything that would fit that bill.
It's not that one where he pokes people in the butt, is it?
That would actually be really funny.
Sage Mode version of that.
Oh god, now I'm depressed he never did that.
The dumbest thing. So in the final battle in the penultimate battle of Naruto, the dumbest thing from the earliest parts of the series returns in almost the greatest way imaginable.
Oh yes.
And I was when I read it, I was like, I'm not even mad.
Yeah, at that point, it's sort of like, yes, you've earned this. Go ahead. I'm all in. I love that shit.
I wish the series was that all the time.
Yeah, no, seriously, it'd be better.
Did anything else happen in this episode?
No.
No, he was training this episode.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
But next episode, shit gets fucking real.
Yep. He's learning how to fight like a frog now. Also.
It's not the Froggy song, is it?
No, it's not the Froggy song. They're going to be jumping into the air and looking
if
all
he showed
cool
up
and shit.
and sang the Froggy song at Pain, he would probably instantly win. Pain would be like, "Please, dear God, I repent. Please, anything but this. You are God now." Anyway, also tonight, the most forgettable episode of Ghost in the Shell, apparently.
Which one was it again? Oh, right. The one with the old lady who's really the young lady, and she was kidnapped and had the kid, and there was some really awkward sort of undertones to this thing.
That's some shit right there.
Yeah, no, that's some shit. She got kidnapped at 12, and now she's 26, and she's got an 11-year-old or 14 or whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah, just do the math on that one. And she looks like Obama after 12 years of the presidency. Well, seriously, what the hell 26-year-old looks like?
He looks like us after 4 years of Donald Trump.
You mean 6 months? No, but I do like this episode, but yeah, it's very easily forgettable compared to everything else.
Oh, good. I missed a good one then.
Yeah, well, it's worth watching, but it's the sort of thing. It's it doesn't really tie into anything else, so it's you're okay.
People really should be being like, what the hell is that at the Tachikumas more than they do.
They really should. They're basically giant death tanks with the personalities of tween-age girls. Who thought that was a good idea?
What if we put Moblobs inside spider tanks?
and gave them giant guns and invisibility
The
and made them
Tachicomas
bulletproof.
are great, and
They're awesome.
they
I
are
love them.
adorable, and
They
they
are.
would never hurt a fly, and I love them.
No, yet I agree with all of these things.
They would totally dump a puppy in a trash can, though.
They're just a little misunderstood. They just need to get a little bit of education and.
They're like gone. They're like gone. They don't actually have morals at all.
Right.
They don't know from puppies. That's the issue.
Which is a bit more terrifying when it's when it's gone. It's like, oh, and then when it's like a 5-ton spider tank with Gatling guns. Also, someone pointed out that when the Tachikomas point at anything, they're literally pointing a Gatling gun at that thing.
That is true.
And keep in mind, they can turn invisible too, so they can sneak up on you anywhere.
So what you're saying is that the Tachikomas are basically the same as the parasites. They just like to dump puppies into trash cans.
Instead of eating them, yeah.
Yeah. No, remember he dumped the thing in the... Oh, that was our hero. Our hero of Parasite dumped a dead puppy in a trash can.
Oh, he did that too. I forgot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like right in front of his girlfriend.
Classic ToonamiGAF. Classic.
How did I forget that happened?
No, but the Tachikomas are they just don't have like the programming yet to know what's right and wrong.
Well,
but
I mean,
they're like super like not.
They're just curious though.
Yeah, they're just innocent and curious. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is definitely going to come into play way later on in like the most awesome way possible. So, like I don't think this season, but next season, if we get that. I can't
remember.
No, yeah, I think it's second gig.
Okay.
For like the series finale, like the episode before the series finale or something is like every Tachikoma episode ever sort of spiders its way into one moment. And it's like, yes, this is awesome.
Yep.
I actually want to talk about that episode now, but we can't.
We can't. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here tonight.
No problem.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.